carbs, just hearing the word can send shivers down the spine of anyone trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Rice, pasta, bread, these staples of the global diet have been vilified as the enemies of a slim waistline. But what if I told you that you could enjoy these foods without the guilt? In fact, there's a slimming starch secret that could turn everything you know about carbs on its head. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how to enjoy your favorite foods while still shedding those extra pounds. And trust me, the last tip we'll reveal will completely change how you think about carbs. The surprising twist. Imagine enjoying a warm, comforting bowl of pasta or a fluffy slice of bread without worrying about gaining weight. It sounds too good to be true, right? But there's a twist to how you can prepare these foods that makes all the difference. This secret technique is backed by science and could be the key to unlocking a guilt-free relationship with carbs. Keep watching to find out what it is. The beginning. The story of carbs and guilt. Let's take a trip back in time. For years, carbohydrates were seen as the cornerstone of a healthy diet. The food pyramid recommended several servings of grains each day, and no one thought twice about piling their plates with rice or indulging in a slice of fresh bread. But as diet trends evolved, carbs became the scapegoat for weight gain. Low-carb diets like Atkins and keto exploded in popularity, and suddenly, foods that were once staples were now considered diet destroyers. This shift left many of us in a dilemma. How do we enjoy the foods we love without derailing our health goals? This was the question that haunted Sarah, a busy mom of two who struggled with her weight for years. She loved cooking for her family, but the guilt of serving rice and pasta made her feel like she was making poor choices for her health. The turning point. Sarah's discovery. Sarah's story is all too familiar. Like many, she tried to cut out carbs completely, but found it nearly impossible to maintain, especially with two picky eaters at home. The cravings would build up, leading to overindulgence and frustration. That's when Sarah stumbled upon the slimming starch secret, a discovery that would change everything. One day, while researching healthier ways to enjoy her favorite foods, Sarah came across an article about resistant starch. It turns out that by simply changing the way you cook and eat certain carbs, you can significantly reduce their impact on your waistline. Intrigued, she decided to give it a try, and the results were nothing short of amazing. What is resistant starch? Before we dive into how you can apply this secret in your own life, let's talk about what resistant starch is. Resistant starch is a type of carbohydrate that resists digestion. Unlike regular starches that are broken down and absorbed as glucose in your small intestine, resistant starch passes through to the large intestine, where it acts more like fiber. This process has several benefits. It helps you feel fuller longer, improves gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria, and, most importantly for weight loss, it reduces the number of calories your body absorbs from the starches you eat. In other words, resistant starch allows you to enjoy carbs without all the guilt. Food number 1. Rice, the cooling trick. Let's start with rice, a staple food for billions of people around the world. Sarah loved rice, but she always felt guilty about eating it, especially in large portions. However, she learned a simple trick that transformed this high-carb food into a slimming meal. Here's the secret. Cook your rice as usual, but then let it cool down completely before you eat it. Cooling the rice changes its chemical structure, turning some of the starches into resistant starch. Sarah began cooking her rice ahead of time, refrigerating it and then reheating it before serving. Not only did this make meal prep easier, but it also allowed her to enjoy her rice without worrying about her waistline. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and delicious recipes. Food number 2, pasta, the al dente advantage. Pasta was another favorite in Sarah's household, but it came with a heavy dose of guilt. However, she discovered that the way you cook your pasta can make a big difference. The key is to cook your pasta al dente, or to the tooth, meaning it should be firm when bitten. When pasta is cooked al dente, it retains more resistant starch than when it's overcooked. This simple adjustment helped Sarah enjoy her pasta dishes without the usual bloating and guilt. Plus, al dente pasta has a better texture and holds sauces more effectively, making meals even more enjoyable. Food number 3, bread, the sourdough solution. Bread is perhaps the hardest food to give up for anyone trying to lose weight. Sarah, like many, loved a good slice of bread with her meals, but she knew it was loaded with carbs. That's when she discovered the sourdough solution. Sourdough bread is made through a fermentation process that increases its content of resistant starch. The natural fermentation also reduces the glycemic index of the bread, meaning it has a lower impact on blood sugar levels. Sarah switched to sourdough bread, and it made a world of difference. Not only did she find it easier to digest, but she also noticed that she didn't feel as sluggish or hungry after eating it. How bread complements rice and pasta. Now, you might be wondering how all of these foods can fit into a single meal plan without sabotaging your weight loss goals. The beauty of resistant starch is that it works with your body, not against it. Sarah found that by combining these foods in her meals, like pairing sourdough bread with a bowl of cooled rice salad or an al dente pasta dish, she could enjoy a variety of textures and flavors while still keeping her calories in check. The power of meal prep. A week in Sarah's life. Sarah's journey didn't just stop with discovering resistant starch. She also learned the importance of meal prep. By planning her meals ahead of time, she could ensure that she always had healthy, resistant, starch-rich options on hand. Here's a glimpse into a typical week in Sarah's life after she embraced the slimming starch secret. Monday, a hearty lunch of cooled rice salad with mixed vegetables and a side of sourdough bread. Tuesday, al dente pasta with a homemade tomato sauce and a sprinkle of Parmesan. Wednesday, sourdough toast topped with avocado and a poached egg for breakfast. Thursday, leftover rice from Monday, stir-fried with tofu and broccoli. Friday, a fresh salad with a side of al dente pasta tossed in olive oil and herbs. Saturday, a family favorite, sourdough pizza with a variety of healthy toppings. Sunday, a day of rest with leftovers from the week. By prepping her meals in advance, Sarah found that she was less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks or fast food. This consistency not only helped her lose weight, but also made her feel more in control of her diet. The unexpected benefits. Beyond weight loss. While Sarah's primary goal was to lose weight, she soon realized that the benefits of resistant starch went beyond slimming down. She noticed improvements in her digestion, with fewer instances of bloating and discomfort after meals. Her energy levels were more stable throughout the day, and she didn't experience the mid-afternoon crashes that were so common before. Sarah also found that her relationship with food improved. She no longer felt like she was depriving herself or battling constant cravings. Instead, she enjoyed her meals and felt satisfied after eating. This mental shift was perhaps the most significant change of all, as it allowed her to maintain her healthy habits long-term. Food number 4, potatoes, the cooling and reheating method. Let's not forget about potatoes, another carb-rich food that often gets a bad rap. Sarah loved potatoes, but was always told they were off-limits if she wanted to lose weight. However, she discovered that the same cooling method used for rice could also be applied to potatoes. By cooking her potatoes, letting them cool, and then reheating them before eating, Sarah could increase their resistant starch content. This made them a much healthier option than she ever thought possible. Whether mashed, roasted, or turned into a salad, cooled potatoes became a staple in her meal rotation. How potatoes fit in. Remember how we started with rice, pasta, and bread? Potatoes fit right in with this lineup of slimming starches. Sarah found that by rotating these foods throughout the week, she could enjoy a diverse and satisfying diet without feeling deprived. Potatoes became her go-to side dish, complementing everything from grilled chicken to a fresh garden salad. Resistant starch and gut health. As Sarah continued to embrace the slimming starch secret, she began to delve deeper into the science behind it. What she found was fascinating. Resistant starch isn't just good for weight loss, it's also a powerhouse for gut health. By feeding the good bacteria in your gut, resistant starch helps create a balanced microbiome, which is essential for overall health. Sarah noticed that her digestion improved even more as she incorporated a variety of resistant starches into her diet. She also found that she was less prone to cravings as her gut bacteria were better balanced. This final revelation solidified her commitment to the slimming starch secret, knowing that she was not only managing her weight, but also taking care of her gut health. Food number 5, beans, the fiber and protein powerhouse. Now let's talk about beans, a food that's rich in both fiber and resistant starch. Beans, whether black, kidney, or chickpeas, are incredibly versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, from salads to soups to stews. For Sarah, beans became a go-to protein source that also helped her feel full and satisfied after meals. The fiber in beans not only aids digestion, but also helps regulate blood sugar levels, making them a perfect addition to a diet focused on slimming down. And like potatoes, beans benefit from the cooling and reheating method, which increases their resistant starch content even further. Food number 6, oats, the perfect breakfast. Oats are another carb that's often overlooked when it comes to weight loss. However, when prepared correctly, oats can be a powerful tool in your slimming arsenal. Sarah discovered the magic of overnight oats, a method that involves soaking oats in milk or yogurt overnight in the refrigerator. This soaking process allows the oats to develop more resistant starch, making them more filling and less likely to spike blood sugar levels. Sarah found that starting her day with a bowl of overnight oats topped with berries and a sprinkle of nuts kept her energized and satisfied until lunchtime. How beans and oats fit in. By now, you've seen how rice, pasta, bread, potatoes, beans, and oats all have a place in a healthy, balanced diet. Sarah's meal planning didn't just revolve around avoiding carbs. It was about choosing the right carbs and preparing them in a way that maximized their benefits. Beans added a hearty, satisfying element to her meals, while oats provided a nourishing start to her day. Together, these foods helped her create a diet that was not only slimming, but also sustainable. Food number 7, green bananas, an unexpected hero. Green bananas might not be the first food that comes to mind when you think of a healthy diet, but they're actually an excellent source of resistant starch. Unlike ripe bananas, which are higher in sugars, green bananas contain a significant amount of resistant starch, making them a great option for those looking to manage their weight. Sarah was initially skeptical about eating green bananas, but she quickly found that they could be used in a variety of ways, sliced into smoothies, baked into bread, or even grilled as a side dish. The slight firmness and mild flavor of green bananas made them a versatile addition to her diet. Food number 8, barley, the heart-healthy grain. Barley is another grain that deserves a spot in your slimming starch lineup. It's rich in fiber, particularly beta-glucan, which has been shown to lower cholesterol and improve heart health. But what really sets barley apart is its high content of resistant starch, especially when cooked and then cooled. Sarah began incorporating barley into her soups, salads, and even as a side dish in place of rice. The chewy texture and nutty flavor of barley made it a satisfying addition to her meals, and the benefits to her health were undeniable. Green bananas and barley in the bigger picture. Green bananas and barley may seem like unconventional choices, but they play an important role in the broader context of a diet rich in resistant starch. For Sarah, these foods provided variety and texture, ensuring that her meals were never boring or repetitive. More importantly, they contributed to her overall health, helping her manage her weight and maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. Food number 9. Lentils, the versatile legume. Lentils are another legume that's rich in resistant starch and fiber, making them a perfect addition to a slimming diet. Sarah loved how versatile lentils were. They could be used in everything from soups and stews to salads and veggie burgers. Lentils are also an excellent source of plant-based protein, which helped Sarah stay full and satisfied between meals. The high fiber content of lentils also played a key role in regulating her digestion and keeping her blood sugar levels stable. Food number 10. Sweet potatoes, the delicious twist. Last but not least, let's talk about sweet potatoes. While they're often thought of as a healthier alternative to regular potatoes, they can be made even better by applying the slimming starch secret. By cooking and then cooling sweet potatoes, Sarah was able to increase their resistant starch content, making them a delicious and guilt-free addition to her diet. Sweet potatoes are also rich in vitamins A and C, making them a nutrient-dense option that's both satisfying and good for you. Sarah enjoyed sweet potatoes in a variety of ways: baked, mashed, or even turned into fries, bringing it all together. Throughout her journey, Sarah discovered that the key to enjoying carbs without guilt was all about preparation and variety. By applying the slimming starch secret to her favorite foods, she was able to create a diet that was not only effective for weight loss, but also enjoyable and sustainable in the long term. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that you don't have to give up the foods you love to achieve your health goals. With the right approach, you can enjoy rice, pasta, bread, and more, all while slimming down and feeling great. Sarah's transformation is proof that small changes can lead to big results. By understanding the power of resistant starch and incorporating it into her diet, she was able to lose weight, improve her health, and enjoy her favorite foods without guilt. Now it's your turn. Whether you're struggling with your weight or simply looking to improve your diet, the Slimming Starch Secret can help you achieve your goals. Start by making a few simple swaps in your meal plan. Try cooling your rice, cooking your pasta al dente, or switching to sourdough bread. Experiment with adding more resistant starch-rich foods like beans, oats, and lentils into your diet. Remember, the journey to better health doesn't have to be about deprivation. It's about making smarter choices that allow you to enjoy your food and feel good about what you're eating. Your journey to a slimmer, healthier you starts now, so why not take that first step today? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and delicious recipes.